January 2025, at Gimhae Airport in Busan, an Air Busan plane carrying 176 people was preparing to depart for Hong Kong. Suddenly, smoke and flames burst from an overhead bin near row 28. A power bank inside a passenger carry-on had caught fire. Panic swept through the cabin as passengers saw the fire spreading. Flight attendants reacted instantly. Alarms blared. Crackling explosions filled the air. The crew immediately ordered an emergency evacuation. A total of 169 passengers, 6 crew members, and a maintenance worker escaped down the emergency slides. Firefighters arrived quickly, extinguishing the flames. 7 people sustained minor injuries during the evacuation, some from smoke inhalation. But here's the terrifying reality. This could have been far worse if the fire had started mid-flight. Now, airlines are tightening their grip harder than ever. And yet, here's the shocking part. There are no new rules for power banks in 2025. That's right, nothing has officially changed. But after that fire, every airline, every security checkpoint, and every flight crew is on high alert. If you're flying with a power bank, you need to know the rules, because this time there's no room for mistakes. Rule number 1, carry on only. Don't even think about tossing it into your checked luggage. If a power bank catches fire in the cargo hold, there's nobody there to stop it. Rule number 2, size matters. If your power bank is under 100 watt-hours, typically below 20,000 milliamp-hours, you're in the clear. If it's between 100 and 160 watt-hours, roughly 20,000 to 32,000 milliamp-hours, you need airline approval. Anything over 160 watt-hours, forget it. You're not bringing it. And if you try to sneak it into your checked bag, security will find it. Say goodbye to your battery, maybe even your bag. This isn't just about following rules, it's about avoiding the next viral flight disaster. The Air Busan fire was a wake-up call, and no airline wants to be next. Think any carry-on will do? Not quite. Choosing the right bag is your secret weapon for a smooth, stress-free trip. Most US airlines enforce a size limit of 22 by 14 by 9 inches, which translates to roughly 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. That measurement includes handles and wheels, so there's no sneaking extra space. But if your travel plans take you to Europe, the rules shift entirely. Each airline sets its own size restrictions, meaning you'll need to check the exact requirements for every airline you fly with. Efforts are underway in Europe to standardize carry-on dimensions, with a proposed limit of 55 by 40 by 20 centimeters. Now, let's talk about functionality. Ever found yourself stuck at security? Don't be that person. Choose a carry-on with built-in organizers, expandable compartments, and a dedicated laptop section. Designer luggage might turn heads, but unless it magically upgrades you to first class, it's not worth the struggle. And here's something to keep in mind. Around 60% of carry-ons currently on the market may not comply with the new airline regulations rolling out in 2025. Even if the tag claims airline compliance, always double-check those dimensions. Better safe than sorry, right? Here's a pro tip. Pack according to the strictest airline on your itinerary. Seriously, a little homework now saves you from headaches later. Why deal with last-minute gate drama when you can breeze through security like a pro? When it comes to carry-on, size is only half the battle. Weight? That's where things get tricky. Most airlines cap it at 8 to 10 kilograms, 17 to 22 pounds. But here's the kicker. Enforcement is all over the place. In North America, as long as you can lift your bag into the overhead bin without looking like you're auditioning for a strongman competition, you're usually good to go. Budget airlines in Europe and Asia? Whole different story. They don't mess around. Your bag might be weighed at check-in or even right at the gate. Here's the golden rule. Airline policies vary, so always check before you pack. Flying business or first class? Sure, you might get a little more leeway, but don't let that fool you. If the flight's full, even premium passengers have to follow the rules. And don't even get me started on checked luggage. Go over the limit and you could face fees that turn your trip into a financial penalty. Sometimes it's up to $100 per bag. If your luggage is stuffed to the max, carry-on, or checked, it's time to rethink your packing strategy. Worried about weight? Here's a little hack. Wear your heaviest items, think jackets or boots, on board. No, it won't win you any fashion awards, but you'll dodge those weight fees like a pro. Plus, planes can get chilly, so you'll be glad when the AC is blasting. Pro tip, invest in a small luggage scale. Trust me, nobody wants to be in that situation. Now, let's talk about personal items. Whether it's a backpack, laptop bag, or purse, it has one job that fits neatly under the seat in front of you. No exceptions. Most airlines limit the size to 18 by 14 by 8 inches. But smaller planes and budget airlines might be stricter. Just a couple of inches could mean the difference between smooth boarding and an unexpected gate check fee. Here's the bottom line. Most airlines allow just one personal item per passenger. That means if you're carrying both a purse and a laptop case, you'll need to consolidate or ditch one. On top of that, some airlines enforce weight limits on personal items, typically between 5 and 7 kilograms. Overload it and you might find yourself arguing with a check-in agent. The good news? Items like medical equipment, baby essentials, and duty-free purchases often don't count toward your carry-on allowance. Essential medical devices such as CPAP machines and baby gear, like strollers, are usually permitted at no extra charge. Just notify the airline in advance and have any required documents ready. Pro tip: opt for a bag with multiple compartments to keep essentials, passport, snacks, electronics organized and within easy reach. This makes navigating security and boarding much smoother. Now, here's some good news. The dreaded 3-1-1 liquid rule is finally starting to disappear at certain airports. Thanks to advanced scanning technology, those tiny travel-sized bottles might soon become obsolete. But there's a catch. This shift isn't happening everywhere. Airports across the UK, EU, and parts of Asia are leading the way. But many US airports and smaller hubs are clinging to the old regulations like it's still 2006. Each liquid, gel, or aerosol must be in a container of 3.4 ounces or less, and everything must fit into a single quart-sized clear plastic bag. You know the one, the zip-top bag that somehow feels smaller every time you pack it. The only exceptions: duty-free purchases and essentials like medication or baby formula. Here's what you need to know about the changes. Some airports are scrapping the rule, but it's nowhere near universal. To steer clear of last-minute hassles, stick to small, travel-sized bottles packed in a clear, easy-to-access pouch. Even if your departure airport allows larger liquids, there's no guarantee your connecting airport will do the same. Playing it safe means fewer headaches at security and more time to unwind at your gate. Picture this. You're at the checkpoint, feeling good, until the agent asks you to power on your laptop. You press the button and nothing. It's dead. And so are your chances of bringing it on board. Airlines are cracking down on dead electronics due to concerns over faulty batteries. So here's the deal. Keep everything charged and ready to prove it works. The rule is straightforward. If your device won't turn on when security asks, it's not making it through. Charge up before heading to the airport and pack a charging cable in your personal bag, just in case you need to power up at a charging station or mid-flight. And while you're at it, check your airline's battery policies. Rules differ, and being prepared beats scrambling at the gate. Got smart luggage? Great. But here's the thing. If the built-in battery isn't removable, your bag isn't going anywhere. Airlines require detachable batteries for safety, and that rule stands whether you're carrying on or checking your bag. Lithium batteries present a hazard in the cargo hold, so they must stay with you in the cabin. GPS trackers are generally permitted, provided they don't rely on a fixed lithium battery. USB charging ports and electronic locks? No problem. Just make sure the battery is removable. Quick tip: before heading to the airport and pack a charging cable in your personal bag, just in case you need to power up at a charging station or mid-flight. Airlines require detachable batteries for safety, and that rule stands whether you're carrying on or checking your bag. Let's be real, overhead bins have become the VIP lounge of airplanes. Airlines are tightening restrictions on who gets to use them, and in some cases, bin access depends on your ticket class. If you're unprepared, you might find yourself gate-checking your bag and watching it vanish down the conveyor belt. Here's how it plays out. Flying basic economy? Heads up, some airlines, including United and American, won't let you touch the overhead bins. Everything you carry must fit beneath the seat in front of you. Budget airlines like Spirit? They'll let you use the bin, but only if you pay extra for the privilege. And don't underestimate your boarding group's significance. Boarding late, securing bin space will feel like hunting for a parking spot on Black Friday. Crowded flights and smaller planes make it even tougher, so getting on early can save you stress and keep your bag within reach. Quick tip: want to sidestep the bin battle altogether? Bring a compact bag that fits under the seat. No fighting, no extra charges, no hassle. Duty-free shopping sounds tempting. Who doesn't love scoring premium liquor or designer perfume at a discount? But if you're not careful, those duty-free purchases can turn into a hassle at the airport. Even if your items are sealed in official stamp bags, security might still flag them due to the 100 milliliter liquid rule, especially on connecting flights. Plan ahead to steer clear of unexpected issues. Pro tip: Don't open your duty-free bag until you're completely out of the airport. A broken seal could lead to confiscation. Also, duty-free purchases count toward your carry-on weight limit. If your bag is already packed to the brim, you could face extra fees or be forced to gate check it. Different countries also enforce strict rules on duty-free limits for alcohol, tobacco, and specialty foods. Exceeding these limits could mean fines or even confiscation. Always check the regulations for your destination to prevent any last-minute surprises. Flying through multiple airports, it's best to shop at the duty-free store in your final departure airport to avoid extra security screenings. And don't forget to hang on to your receipt. It's your proof of purchase if there's any confusion. Now here's the deal. Long flights can be brutal, but packing the right essentials can make all the difference. Let me walk you through the must-haves to stay comfortable, rested, and maybe even enjoy the trip. First up, a travel pillow. And not just any pillow, a head and neck stabilizer. This thing attaches to your seat, keeps your head from bobbing around, and even has a built-in blackout eye mask. Trust me, it's a total game changer for sleeping on a plane, blocking out lights, and keeping you comfortable. Now, pair that with lightly shaded sunglasses because at 30,000 feet, sunlight streaming through the windows can be harsh. This simple trick saves your eyes from straining when everyone decides to keep the shades up. Up next is a foot hammock. If you haven't tried one, you're missing out. It's a game changer for long flights. Just hook it to the tray table, prop up your feet, and suddenly it's like you've upgraded to business class. No swelling, no fatigue, just pure comfort. And of course, noise-canceling headphones are non-negotiable. Block out that endless engine hum, the wailing babies, or just the general in-flight chaos. Whether you're watching a movie, listening to music, or just enjoying the silence, they make all the difference. Also, don't forget an ultra-slim charger. You never know if the airplane plug will be in some awkward spot or if it's too loose to hold a bulky charger. This compact lifesaver fits anywhere and keeps your devices powered up without a hassle. Now, let's talk about staying fresh. Pack a small personal hygiene kit, single-use toothbrushes, body wipes, and deodorant. Way easier than dealing with that cramped airplane bathroom sink. Another absolute must-have? Compression socks. Not the most stylish travel gear, but they prevent swelling and even lower the risk of blood clots on flights over 4 hours. A total no-brainer. And don't forget snacks. Airplane food is unpredictable and airport prices are ridiculous. Pack protein bars, nuts, or anything that keeps you full so you're not hangry mid-flight. It's simple but effective. Pack these essentials and you'll breeze through your flight like a seasoned traveler. You'll land feeling fresh, rested, and ready to go. Airline rules keep changing, but now you're ahead of the game. If this helped, like, comment, and share with your fellow travelers. Got a packing hack or a travel horror story? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Safe travels, and see you in the next one.